Hey, so we're going to do some quick lower body stretches that are kind of like yoga poses. So go ahead and get down onto the floor. And so you've already completed your workout or your warm up. And we're just going to lift up, go ahead and extend the legs. Try to get the toes to where they're pointing up towards the ceiling. Lift up and then go ahead and flex forward. Exhale. And just reach as far as you feel like you can. Maybe it's just past your knees or to your knees. And round the back and just continue to reach forward as much as you can. Take a deep breath. And try to flex forward a little bit lower, feeling the stretch in the hamstrings and even into the calves with the toes pointed up to the ceiling. Don't worry if your knees are up a little bit, but you want to try to keep them as straight, your legs as straight and extended as you can. All right, go ahead and come all the way up. Reach up and let's go forward again. Exhale and just reach forward and let's hold this one more time. Trying to really move into a deeper stretch. Okay, and up. Now go ahead and take one foot and pull it into the thigh, the inner thigh. So you don't want to have your foot on the knee, putting pressure on the knee, but trying to pull it up as high as you can. And go ahead and lift. And let's do it one more time where we reach. Let this leg that's extended just relax. All right, and back up. Now bring the other foot in so that we've got the feet, the soles of the feet together, and just pull in and try to open up, feeling the inner thigh stretch. Maybe the feet are out a little bit further, and that's fine. And if you want to try to pull them in a little bit more, you can. If your knees are lifted, go ahead and try to put some pressure against the knees to open up a little bit more in the hips. And you can even lean forward into it if you need to. Breathe. Okay, now let's go ahead and release that and go ahead and sit all the way back up. And then let's extend the other leg. So now we have the opposite foot in towards the inner thigh. And then we're going to reach up again. And then we're going to exhale. And come all the way down, just reaching as far as you can. Straight forward. Okay, and release. Now go ahead and we're going to actually move our feet into like a pretzel or Indian style if you're sitting on the floor. And go ahead and just try to stack the top leg over so that you're really pulling over. So I'm going to show you again how I did that. So I'm here, and then I'm just going to pull this leg back, and then I'm going to try to stack this knee. Actually, what we want to try to do, and you may not get there, that's fine, is have the knees actually stacked directly on top of each other. So it's really pulling in the hip, creating more flexibility and range of motion there. So if you're here, this is fine too. We just need to start and continue to work on your flexibility. So again, pull and then try to, the goal would be stacking the knees. You'll find that probably on one side it's a little more challenging than the other. And just sit in this position. So if you want to increase the intensity, you can go ahead and try to reach forward a little bit more and bend into it. Okay, don't worry if you can't go down very far. Just try to let that hip relax and feel the muscle relax so that it stretches. Feel a good stretch, but not pain. And you can stay sitting up if you need to, and if that's enough. So again, the more you do it, the more you'll feel the flexibility increase. Go ahead and exhale and reach and hold. All right, let's switch to the other side. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna uncross the leg and then go ahead and bring that opposite leg on the bottom and then the opposite leg on the top. Okay, so now again, we're gonna try to stack, and one side might be way off from the other. That's normal, or maybe they're both about the same, so it doesn't matter. We're just gonna work on it. And then if you want to, go ahead and flex forward or just kind of get in the position and hold. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready to come back up. And again, you can go through these a second time, and you can also hold them for longer once you learn the poses and do it on your own. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip over, and I'm going to flip into the down dog. Okay, so let me get back here where you can see. So now we're just in the down dog where we're pushing the hips and the hips up to the ceiling and back, and the heels down towards the floor. So let's just hold here for a second, trying to really stretch in the calf by putting the heel to the floor. And then you can even do walk the dog where you're moving, bending one knee and then pushing, alternating heel down to the floor. Okay, and then hold again in down dog here. Watch your shoulder range of motion here. You decide how far you can go back. Think about keeping your body in an alignment at that angle where everything's straight, coming up from the wrist to the elbow to the shoulder. Head is in neutral position and not down, and the head is not up like this. So keeping the head in neutral alignment, the hips up, back straight, and the legs as straight as you can. Then we're going to go ahead and lift one leg, keep the foot flexed, and then we're going to open up the hip by dropping the heel over across the midline of the body. So now the heel is coming over towards my left. So really opening the right hip and the hip flexor. Watch your range of motion. Be aware of your back. Okay, and then let's move back to the down dog again and hold. If you want, at any time, come down to child's pose. Take a breath or two and stay, or go ahead and hold again in down dog. We're going to get ready to do the opposite side. So go ahead and lift the left leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, and then drop the heel over towards the right side. Okay, and release. Down dog. Let's go again to the other side. Bend. Let the hip open. Dropping that heel over. Keep the foot flexed. All right, and extend back. Let's come on down for a second into child's pose. Reach the arms forward, stretch through the lats and the upper body, coming down the side by reaching the fingertips forward. Deep breath. Hips down as far as you can towards the heels. Now let's go ahead and come back up. And let's finish with one more on this side. Lift up. Come over to the side. Drop that heel, flex the foot. Okay, and release, and then swing it down, holding down dog. Come on down to the knees, and then rest in child's pose. Take a deep breath, Go ahead and continue to rest in child's pose and get ready and go back through for a second round if you have time, or do this video and these stretches on the floor for the hip flexors anytime you get a chance. It'll help to open up the hips and create more range of motion and so forth. So keep working on it and you will see improvement. Thanks, guys.